You're exhausted, not the kind sleep fixes. This is soul-deep tired. You feel like a battery everyone plugs into. Day after day, they drain you dry while you smile and say, "It's fine." But it's not fine. You look around and see people with half your intelligence, half your talent, half your discipline getting the respect you earned, while you get requests, interruptions, scraps of attention, leftovers of affection. You were taught that kindness is a virtue, that if you give more, sacrifice more, tolerate more, eventually they'll see you. Eventually they'll appreciate you. They won't. The more you give, the less you're respected. Because in the hidden rules of human psychology, generosity without boundaries is not read as love. It's read as weakness. And people do not respect what is free. They consume it until it's empty. If you want the bleeding to stop, if you want to flip the dynamic from being used to being untouchable, there is one move you must make. One shift that goes against everything you were taught about being good. But once you make it, the world stops using you and starts fearing the moment you walk away. Most people live as NPCs, non-player characters in someone else's game. They exist to be mined, drained, and replaced. You've been trained to believe your usefulness is your value, that if you're helpful, agreeable, always available, you're safe. That lie is the chain around your neck. Machiavelli once said, "The nature of people is such that they are ungrateful, fickle, false, cowardly, and greedy. And if you don't understand this, you will always be exploited by those who do." By the end of this video, that lie gets dismantled. Not with motivational nonsense, not with empty confidence talk. We are going into the mechanics of power. We are stripping out the nice person programming that makes you irresistible to manipulators, narcissists, and energy vampires. You will learn why being harmless is not a virtue, why weakness dressed as morality is still weakness, and why the monster in the garden is more ethical and more respected than the sheep in the field. But understand this before we go any further. This transformation is not comfortable. It requires the death of who you are right now. The version of you that apologizes for taking up space. The version that says yes while your instincts scream no. That version cannot come with you because that person survives. But the sovereign commands, and one of them has to die for the other to be born. The secret isn't becoming cruel, it isn't turning into a villain, it's mastering one psychological switch that forces people to reassess your value instantly. Most people never find it. They live resentful lives, confused about why the world keeps taking from them and giving nothing back. But you're here. So let's begin the surgery. Start with biology, not morality. In nature, predators don't hunt other predators unless they have no choice. The cost is too high. The risk is real. A lion doesn't chase a wolf for entertainment. Predators hunt what's harmless, what's slow, what can't fight back. When you present yourself as endlessly agreeable, always available, never offended, constantly smiling, you think you're signaling virtue. You think you're saying, "I'm a good person. I don't cause problems." But the primitive brain around you reads something else entirely. It reads, "No consequences." And where there are no consequences, there is no respect. Machiavelli once said, "Men more quickly forget the death of their father than the loss of their patrimony." Not because people are evil, but because they respond to incentives, costs, and power. Think about the people you respect most. Do you respect them because they always comply, because they never push back, because they're incapable of hurting you? No. You respect them because they have a line, and you know, instinctively, that crossing it triggers a response, that potential is power. A harmless person is not a good person. A harmless person is simply incapable. Jordan Peterson hinted at this, but let's go deeper. A rabbit is peaceful, not because it's virtuous, but because it has no alternative. It cannot choose aggression, so its peace means nothing. True virtue requires capacity. The capacity to say the sentence that ends the relationship. The capacity to walk away and let things burn. The capacity to withdraw access, affection, effort, and attention without explaining yourself. And choosing restraint anyway. That is controlled power. That is what rewires how people treat you. That is what commands respect without begging for it. Right now, you're being used for one reason. You've taught the world you have no teeth. You've shown them that no matter what they do, you'll stay. They cancel plans last minute. You understand. They talk over you. You stay quiet. They underpay you. You stay grateful. They cheat, disrespect, devalue, and you still try to see the good in them. Stop understanding. Start observing. They are not confused. They are not going through something. They are testing the fence. Every push is a test, and every time the fence falls, they learn something dangerous. The land is theirs. Machiavelli once said, "Men offend either from fear or hatred. They don't cross your boundaries because they hate you. They cross them because they don't fear consequences." Here is the first hard truth you must swallow, and it will sting. You are not a victim of their cruelty. You are a victim of your lack of boundaries. You didn't deserve the disrespect, but you did enable its continuation. Every time you stayed silent, you trained them. Every time you forgave without change, you conditioned them. Every time you explained your pain instead of enforcing a line, you handed them the weapon. Why? Because you're afraid. Afraid that if you show your teeth, they'll leave. Afraid that if you reveal your shadow, you'll be rejected. Afraid that without your usefulness, you are nothing. Deep down, you believe this lie. If I stop giving, I stop being. That belief is the trauma bond you have with the world. You are buying love with servitude. You are trading your peace for proximity, and it is the worst deal you will ever make. Machiavelli once said, "He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command." You cannot command respect while begging for acceptance. The first step to ending exploitation is not becoming cruel. It is not becoming loud. It is not becoming angry. It is this. You must stop being harmless. You must integrate the monster, the part of you that can walk away, withdraw access, enforce silence, and let people feel the weight of losing you. Not to use it recklessly, but to have it. Because power unused is still power, and its presence alone changes the game. We will get to how to do this. But first, you must understand the trap you've been living in. And once you see it clearly, you will never unsee it again. You're running a scam, and you don't even know it. You think you're being kind. You think you're being selfless. You think you're being the good one. But psychologically, you are operating under a covert contract with everyone in your life. And it looks like this. I will hide my needs. I will swallow my anger. I will never cause friction. I will over-deliver, over-give, over-function. I will be the perfect employee, partner, friend. And in return, you must love me. You must choose me. You must protect me. You must never leave me. Here's the problem. You never told them this deal existed. You signed the contract in your own head, and now you're furious that they aren't honoring terms they never agreed to. So resentment builds quietly. You're angry they don't anticipate your needs the way you anticipate theirs. You're bitter they don't sacrifice for you the way you sacrifice for them. You feel unseen, undervalued, invisible. But ask yourself this honestly, why would they? You made it easy not to. Machiavelli once said, Men are ungrateful, fickle, false, cowardly, covetous, not because they are evil, but because they respond to incentives, not intentions. This is the dark core of the nice guy, nice girl syndrome. And here's the part most people refuse to admit. It is not pure kindness. It is strategic submission. It's a subconscious attempt to avoid rejection by becoming indispensable. If I am useful enough, they can't discard me. If I give enough, they won't abandon me. This is not power. This is fear wearing a halo. It's the psychology of the servant trying to avoid the whip. But the servant is still a servant. When you operate from a covert contract, you are not giving freely. You are loaning with interest. And when people don't repay you in the currency of validation, loyalty, or appreciation, something ugly happens. You don't become honest. You become bitter. The bitterness doesn't stay hidden. It leaks out. It slips into passive-aggressive jokes, into that heavy sigh when you do the dishes again, into the silence you weaponize instead of speaking truth. And people feel it. They smell resentment before you ever say a word. And instead of feeling guilty, something darker happens. They lose respect for you, because resentment without boundaries doesn't make you noble. It makes you look weak. They start seeing you as the martyr, the one who suffers quietly, the one who always handles it. And here's the brutal truth no one tells you. Nobody respects a martyr until they're dead. Machiavelli once said, "Men are driven by two principal impulses, either by love or by fear. Obedience buys neither. You have to tear up the contract. You have to stop trading obedience for love, because what you're receiving isn't love, it's approval. And approval is a drug. It hits fast, it fades faster, and it leaves you anxious, empty, and desperate for the next hit. Real respect, the kind that makes people hesitate before crossing you, only appears when you act without begging for return. Or more precisely, when you act in your own self-interest without apology. There's a concept in economics called opportunity cost. Everything you say yes to costs you a no somewhere else. When you say yes to helping someone move while you're exhausted, you say no to your own recovery. When you say yes to unpaid overtime, you say no to your dignity. When you say yes to everyone, you say no to yourself. You are selling your life for pennies. And here's the law you can't escape. The market value of what is always available is zero. Air is vital, but it is free, so nobody pays for it. Gold is useless, but it is rare, so people kill for it. You've been acting like air. It's time to become gold. How do you become gold? You become scarce. Humans are wired to value what they might lose, not what they already own, not what's guaranteed. Loss aversion is stronger than desire. Always has been. Right now, nobody fears losing you, because you are always there, always available, always reachable, always reliable. You've become furniture in their life, a lamp in the corner, useful when needed, invisible when not. If the lamp flickers, people notice. If the lamp disappears, they panic, because now they're in the dark. Machiavelli once said, "Men are less concerned with offending one who makes himself loved than one who makes himself feared." Fear doesn't mean cruelty, it means consequences. You need to learn the art of withdrawal. This is not about playing games. This is not about ghosting people to be toxic. This is about redistributing your energy. Right now, when you feel used, your instinct is backwards. You try harder, you explain more, you overgive, you ask for validation. Don't you see how much I do for you? Stop. Silence. Pull back. Take your energy off the table. The moment you do, the dynamic shifts, because attention is currency, and you just stopped paying. Suddenly, the person on the other side feels a vacuum. They lean in. Is everything okay? Did I do something wrong? Why are you so quiet? They are not asking because they care about your feelings. They are asking because their supply has been interrupted, seeing if the appliance still works. That moment, that pause, is where your power begins. In this moment, you have a choice. You can rush to reassure them. No, I'm fine, sorry. And just like that, you plug yourself back in. Or you can hold the silence. You can prioritize yourself. I'm focusing on some things right now. And you stop there. No explanation, no emotional caretaking, no oversharing. Ambiguity is power. Clarity is permission. When you are an open book, people know exactly which pages to tear out. When you are a mystery, they handle you with care. You must become comfortable with the space between you and others. Most people are terrified of that space. They fill it with texts, with apologies, with nervous explanations, with emotional noise. The outlier doesn't. The outlier can sit in the void without flinching. When you stop initiating, something important happens. Reality reveals itself. You see who actually wants you and who only wanted your availability. Some phones will go silent. Good. Those weren't relationships. They were extraction points. Let the dead leaves fall. You've been terrified of being alone, so you kept people around who drained you. But solitude is better than slavery. In solitude, you build. In slavery, you only serve. When you apply scarcity to your presence, your value recalibrates. Your yes becomes expensive. When you say no to 90% of requests, the 10% you accept become events. They become privileges. People start thinking, he chose me. That mattered. Do you see the reversal? Before, you were begging to be seen as important. Now, your attention makes others feel important. The power has shifted. You are no longer the resource. You are the architect. Let's go deeper, deeper than tactics, deeper than boundaries, into the part of you that was never allowed to exist. This is the Jungian shadow. Carl Jung said, "I would rather be whole than good." And that single sentence explains why you keep getting used. Because you chose being good over being whole. To be whole, you must integrate your capacity for darkness, your capacity for aggression, your capacity to walk away and let things burn. This is the this no one tells you. The real reason people stop exploiting you comes down to one brutal truth. You must be willing to burn the bridge while you are still standing on it. Right now, people use you because they can feel your attachment. You need the job. You need the relationship. You need the peace. You need things to work out. And the moment someone senses that you need the outcome, they own you. Machiavelli once said, "He who is the cause of another becoming powerful ruins himself." Dependency flips power instantly. In every relationship, there is an iron law most people are too afraid to face. The one who cares the least holds the most power. If you cannot walk away, you are not free. And if you are not free, you will be exploited. To be able to walk away, you must cultivate a controlled ruthlessness. Not toward others, toward your own addiction to comfort. You must choose the chaos of the unknown over the suffocation of the familiar. This is where most people fail. They would rather endure slow disrespect than face short-term uncertainty. So they stay quiet, they tolerate, they adapt downward, and they call it maturity. It's not maturity, it's fear. To break this pattern, you must integrate aggression. Aggression is not violence. Aggression is the energy to move forward against resistance. It is the internal energy that says, "This is my boundary." If you cross it, something happens. Without aggression, your boundaries are just polite requests. They are lines drawn in the sand that the tide washes away. With integrated aggression, your boundaries are walls. You simply become someone who is too expensive to disrespect. And once people sense that you are willing to lose them, they suddenly become careful with you. Because nothing terrifies manipulation more than someone who is no longer afraid to walk away. Now, think back to a moment someone crossed a line with you and you stayed quiet. Your chest burned, your jaw tightened, your throat closed. That wasn't weakness. That was your shadow screaming to be let out. That was your self-respect trying to defend you, and you silenced it. You swallowed the moment to keep the peace, and the cost was internal decay. Machiavelli once said, "In the actions of men, and especially of princes, one judges by the result." Silence in the face of disrespect teaches people a result. There are no consequences. Next time, let the heat rise. You don't need to yell. You don't need to threaten. You don't need to perform anger. You simply look at them, steady, unmoving, and say, "I will not accept that." Then stop. No explanations, no justification, no apology. You deliver the line, and you sit in the silence. The silence will feel heavy, uncomfortable, charged. They will try to escape it. They'll joke. They'll minimize. They'll say, "You're being sensitive." You do nothing. You hold eye contact. You stay still. In that moment, you are not arguing. You are reclassifying yourself in their nervous system. They are no longer dealing with someone harmless. They are facing someone who cannot be pushed without cost. You are showing them the monster. You are showing them that underneath the nice surface, there is something that will not be moved. This moment changes everything. Their brain recategorizes you from safe, usable to respected, dangerous. You have become a person of consequence. The reason you haven't done this yet is simple. You are addicted to external regulation. You need other people's moods to tell you that you're okay. When they're upset with you, your inner world collapses, so you rush to fix it. You explain, you apologize, you chase. Not because you were wrong, but because their discomfort triggers your anxiety. You are trying to regulate your nervous system by managing their emotions. Machiavelli once said, "He who depends on another loses his freedom." Emotional autonomy is the opposite of that dependency. It means your internal state is independent of their external reaction. If they're angry, let them be angry. If they're disappointed, let them sit with it. If they're unhappy, that is not your burden to carry. You are not an emotional processing center for other people. Imagine you are a gray rock, dull, uninteresting, impenetrable. When a manipulator tries to provoke you, tries to guilt you, tries to use you, you give them nothing, no drama, no emotional supply. "I can't do that favor for you." Why? You always do it. You're being selfish. I understand you feel that way, but the answer is no. Flat tone, calm face, no edge, no heat. You are not arguing, you are not persuading, you are stating reality. Gravity doesn't explain itself when you fall. It doesn't negotiate. It doesn't justify. It simply is. Be like gravity. The moment you stop JADE, justifying, arguing, defending, explaining, you remove their leverage. They cannot hook you if there is nothing to grab onto. This is why manipulators panic when you go quiet. They want the reaction. They want the emotional exchange. They want the chaos, because inside chaos, they can twist you. But in silence, in neutrality, in calm refusal, they are left alone with their own toxicity, and that is a place they cannot stand to be. Emotional autonomy is the ultimate shield. It creates distance between you and other people's chaos. You stop absorbing emotions and start observing behavior. You begin to see the strings clearly. Oh, he's using guilt to trap me into staying late. Oh, she's using silence to force an apology. What once felt confusing now feels obvious. What once hurt now looks mechanical. It stops being a tragedy you're living and becomes a game you're watching from above. And here's the secret most people never learn. The only winning move with a user is not to play. You don't argue, you don't explain, you don't defend, you step off the board. And this is where your identity must change. You've confused availability with value. You think, if I'm always here, I matter. Wrong. Water is everywhere, so it's wasted. Diamonds are hidden, so they're protected. You don't become valuable by being reachable. You become valuable by being rare, and that requires a shift from being a helper to being a builder. Helpers are consumed. Builders are hired. Helpers give for free and hope for gratitude. Builders deliver value and command a price. So ask yourself, clearly, honestly, what are you building? Your body, your mind, your skill set, your leverage, your future? Or are you just carrying bricks for someone else's castle? The moment you focus on your own mission, your availability naturally drops. You don't fake being busy, you are busy. Busy building a life that doesn't collapse when someone withdraws approval. And that's when the balance shifts, because the person who cannot be owned cannot be used. Now, this is attractive. This is what becomes magnetic. People are drawn to motion. They are pulled toward direction, certainty, and momentum. When they see you moving towards something real, building instead of waiting, creating instead of reacting, they feel it instinctively. They want proximity to that energy. They want access. And now, for the first time, they chase you, not because you're easy to reach, but because you're hard to replace. This is the shift. From the nice guy to the architect. The architect has a blueprint, a long-term vision, a structure rising piece by piece. He doesn't stop construction to fix someone else's leaking tap because he's busy building a skyscraper. His time is expensive because it's invested, not wasted. If someone wants access to him, they must bring value to the table. They must match his level of seriousness. This is how parasites are filtered out. Parasites search for stillness. They look for open wounds, idle time, emotional gaps. They attach to weakness, but they cannot cling to a moving train. Machiavelli once said, "Men judge generally more by the eye than by the hand." When people see you in motion, they assume value before you ever explain it. So move relentlessly. Build a purpose bigger than any relationship, bigger than approval, bigger than comfort. This may sound cold, but it's the only foundation for healthy connection. If your partner is your entire world, you are a burden. You are heavy. If you have your own world, you are a partner. You are a mystery. You are a challenge. And human beings love a challenge. They love what they have to earn. So stop giving access away for free. Stop discounting yourself. Let them earn proximity. Let them earn your time. Make them earn access to you. Create a VIP section in your life. Not everyone gets access. Entry is not based on history, not based on promises, not based on how long they've known you. The admission price is respect. The admission price is reciprocity. If they can't pay it, they don't get angry access. They don't get emotional access. They don't get unlimited time. They stay in the lobby, and you don't apologize for that, because you finally understand the value of what's inside. Machiavelli once said, "He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command." And the first person you must command is yourself. There is a sin deeper than betrayal by others. It is self-betrayal. Every time you say yes while your body says no, you cut against yourself. Every time you silence your intuition to keep the peace, you teach your mind a dangerous lesson. I do not matter, my feelings are wrong, my safety is secondary. Repeat that lesson long enough and it turns into quiet resentment. This is why you're tired. Not tired from work, not tired from effort. You're tired from the civil war inside your head. The war between the part of you that wants to live with dignity and the part of you that keeps sacrificing itself for approval. That war drains more energy than any job ever could. And it ends only one way. You declare peace with yourself and war on disrespect. You stop negotiating with people who benefit from you staying small. You stop giving VIP access to people who only show up to consume. Because when you stop betraying yourself, your energy returns, and people feel it instantly. This is where exhaustion turns into authority. This is where peace becomes power. This is the moment. This is the this. You must become willing to be the villain in their story so you can finally become the hero in your own. They will label you selfish, cold, arrogant. You've changed. Good. That means it's working. Yes, I changed. I stopped bleeding for people who never planned to heal me. I stopped shrinking so others could feel tall. I stopped being food. Machiavelli once said, "It is better to be feared than loved if one cannot be both." So, let them rewrite the story however they need to. Let them cast you as the villain. The villain is usually just the character who said no, the one who enforced a boundary, the one who chose himself. Own it. If protecting your time makes you the bad guy, own it. If valuing your peace makes you cold, own it. If refusing to be exploited makes you selfish, own it. Because guilt only works if you agree you did something wrong. Shame only works if you accept their moral frame. And the moment you calmly say, "Maybe I am selfish," their weapon evaporates. There is nothing left to manipulate. No defense, no explanation, no apology. This is Machiavellian indifference, not cruelty, not hatred. Clarity. The freedom to be misunderstood, the freedom to be disliked. Because the price of being liked by everyone is betraying yourself daily, and that is a price you will never pay again. Imagine you, 6 months from now. You walk into a room and you don't scan faces for approval. You don't adjust your posture. You speak slowly, clearly, intentionally. Every word lands because it doesn't need to rush. When someone asks for a favor that is unreasonable, this version says no with a calm smile and feels zero guilt. This version attracts respect like a magnet. People want to be around this version because they feel safety in their strength. They know where they stand. This version of you is not used. This version is consulted, not drained, energized, not chased, chosen. And this version is not a fantasy. It's available to you, but it has a price. You must sacrifice the comfort of the cage. You must let go of the illusion that if you're just nice enough, the world will be kind back. Machiavelli once said, "Men sooner forget the death of their father than the loss of their patrimony." It means the world doesn't respond to kindness. It responds to leverage. It responds to power. It responds to self-respect. You teach people how to treat you, not with speeches, not with explanations, but with behavior, with what you refuse to tolerate, with the moments you walk away, with the silence you hold when others expect submission. This is the language of the unconscious, and once you speak it, the dynamic never goes back. One day, you'll look at who you are now, the version begging quietly for scraps of respect, and you won't feel shame. You'll feel distance. You'll understand that person had to die so you could live. Be compassionate with your old self, but be ruthless enough to leave them behind, because that version keeps you small, and the world doesn't need you small. The world needs you sovereign. If this opened your eyes, understand this clearly. What you've seen so far is only what can exist in public light. There are layers of power that cannot survive exposure. There are truths about human behavior, manipulation, and psychological warfare that platforms will not allow to exist openly, not because they are false, but because they are effective. Machiavelli once said, "He who controls the means by which men live controls their actions." And today, the algorithm suppresses the most powerful information. So the most dangerous knowledge is always buried. Methods of recognizing and neutralizing sociopathic targeting, advanced psychological defenses against covert manipulators, and the deeper shadow integration required to fully command your darker instincts without being consumed by them. If you're still here, you're not like the others. You are not looking for entertainment. You are looking for a weapon. If this video woke the part of you that refuses to die quietly, share it with someone who needs it. Then, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and take the next step. This is only the beginning, because you're about to watch videos. No virtue signaling, no soft language, just structure, strategy, and psychological clarity. Most people won't take that step. They prefer the comfort of light, where nothing cuts too deep, where nothing truly changes them. That's how it's supposed to be. Deep water is not for the many. It's for the few who are willing to shed illusions and rebuild themselves deliberately.